for you on the kind of content side, I know you started taking that, more seriously a few years ago. Did you ever see yourself kind of getting to the place you're at with it today? I mean, I'm sure this has got to take a good chunk of your time and, and even, some of the income and revenue source. Did you ever see this kind of taking place, when you first started doing it? And to what extent are you looking to take just your online presence and what you're doing with the military community?
Yeah, no, I never foresaw that this would become my full-time gig, and probably the more fulfilling gig. I mean, it was just, the whole community was started because I wanted to learn how to write, and a friend recommended I start a blog, and he was like, write about military real estate stuff, whatever you're learning. There's not a lot of people who do that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then, did you go to Glendale?
Glendale.
Where'd you go to school?
Oh, I didn't go to Glendale, no.
Oh, okay. Do you know Joel Carlton? Man, I should introduce you.
Name.
He's your age, and he owns a car dealership down in Nixa. He went to Glendale, though.
Joel Henry?
No, Carlton.
Yeah.
He graduated, he would have either graduated in 15 or 16 from Glendale. Because I tried to recruit him and then realized he was the guy who founded Cars and Coffee in town.
Okay.
And then, anyway, so he owns a used car dealership, but down in Nixa, right by the big whiskeys. And whenever this started, I sent a bunch of URLs out, like, oh, these are all the names I'm thinking of. And everybody was like, those are terrible. And then Joel came out of nowhere. He's like, what about Military Millionaire? That's catchy. And I was like, that is catchy. And then he helped me buy the domain for Military to Millionaire because the other one's actually taken, although that guy's never done anything with it. I don't know why he won't sell it to me. Not salty at all. I've tried to buy that domain for 3 years now. He won't even respond to my emails either. It's like,
that's frustrating.
It's like, man, tell me why you don't want to sell me this domain. You keep renewing it, and I'm offering you more than it's worth. But anyway, the name was catchy, and people kind of started following along, and then it just it grew. I mean, I remember distinctly, would have been mid 2020. Facebook group had been averaging 50 to 100 new members a week, and then it went to 50 a day. In the time of 1 month, it went to 50 a day, 100 a day, 200 a day. At one point, we were at 300 new members. I couldn't keep up with the members. At one point, I had 2,000 people pending to join the group, and it had been 4 days or a week. And I was like, what in the world? So I had to hire a VA just to help with that. And then, it just kind of kept rolling. And again, mid 2020, 2021, I was like, oh, shoot, this is a business. I need to treat this as such. And at first it had just been content was the thing. That content was the business, which is what helped me grow. Now it's, content unfortunately kind of takes a back seat, and I'm trying to bring that back front and center. But yeah, man, I want to grow. I mean, I really want to grow as far as the content I'm putting out, but then also just the community because, for example, the whole community is open to anyone, right? It's free, it's whatever. But there's one piece, a paid membership mastermind, that's only open to service members and vets. I don't even allow spouses in there. And which actually wasn't my decision. My group was vetoed. I tried to let Hugh Carnahan in, and he was a Navy spouse, and they were like, no. It was 44 to nothing. It was unanimous. Nope, we don't want spouses. I was like, okay, all right, just people who actually served, which creates a very close-knit community. And then it's just crazy because it's not that expensive, and people are jumping in and then changing their lives. Somebody joined 2 months ago, and he's already privately invested in a deal, and he's under contract on his first actual house for himself. And it's that kind of stuff. And so that's just so fulfilling, So I'm like, why would I not want to grow that? I mean, it's more fulfilling. It's more fun. I get to meet all these incredible people. I get to host events in random places. We're doing Denver in February. Haven't even announced that to the group yet. So, and then, so I kind of realized 2 years ago as I was leaning into this was I can make $10,000 with real estate all day. I can also make $10,000, helping 10 people buy real estate. In one of those, there's fulfillment, appreciation, community, all the non-monetary benefits. And I mean, I don't know, you've been a real estate guy for a while. You ever had a tenant thank you for taking their rent money?
Not yet.
Yeah. People thank me all the time for letting them be a member of this group. And so it's I don't know, it's if I'm going to make 10 grand, I'd rather do it in a way that is fulfilling.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I've been leaning that way.